Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at how to reconcile a bank statement or to balance a checkbook. So a customer keeps a record of all transactions concerning a checking account in a paper or electronic check register, which we looked at on the last worksheet. The bank also keeps a record of the transactions, and every month the bank makes available a statement listing all of the transactions and balances for the account. The bank statement contains important information related to the account. So first we have the account number. Let me change it to writing. So we have the account number. Okay, this is going to appear on all checks and deposit slips as well as on paper and electronic bank statements. The bank statement includes all transactions that have occurred for a period of approximately 1 month, and the statement period indicates the dates in which the transactions occurred. So the statement period is the actual time period that the bank statement covers. The starting balance is exactly what it sounds like, the balance at the beginning of the statement period, and then of course the ending balance is again exactly what it sounds like, the amount of money that you have at the end of the statement period. So the deposits section shows the money that was put into the account during the statement period. Deposits that actually don't appear on the statement are considered outstanding deposits. And there can be multiple reasons why this has happened. Things just haven't went through yet with the bank. Holds happen. Checks don't clear automatically sometimes. And then checks that don't appear on this statement are considered outstanding withdrawals or outstanding checks. Okay. So whether you're using a payment or electronic statement, you should compare the bank's records with your own, make sure mistakes aren't being made, because it happens all the time, and that's considered balancing your checkbook or reconciling a bank statement. Paper bank statements include a checking account summary, which guides the user through the reconciling process, and check registers contain a column in order to put a check mark in order to show what items have actually been cleared in order to assist in balancing. And online, you can also look online and look at cell phone apps in order to balance your checkbook. There's a lot of different ways you could do it. So below we have a bank statement and a check register, and we're going to go through the steps in order to reconcile the bank statement or to balance the checkbook. Sorry, I blanked. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to compare his check register, or what his list says, with his bank statement. So we're going to see what the difference is. Okay, so first we're going to add together all outstanding withdrawals and outstanding with deposits. So first we're going to take the outstanding withdrawals. So that's the ones that are not listed on the bank statement but are in his checking, in his checkbook. So withdrawals, you can see the amount of payment or withdrawal are all going to be on this side. Okay, so if it has a check mark right here, we don't have to count it as an outstanding one. If it's written up here as well as on here, so one of the transactions on his actual bank statement, then you're good. You don't have to add it either. So going through each of them, we have $50 on 10/13. It doesn't have a check mark, so we'll see if it's on here. $50, there's nothing on 10/13, and there's nothing for $50. So that's going to have to be added. So we have this $50 withdrawal. Okay. The next one is this $48 one, but it's got this check mark, so we did have to count the $50 ones, but it's got this check mark, so we don't have to count it. It's already been cleared. We have this $19.50 charge for 10/14. So we have a $19.50 charge here, but it was not on 10/14. So, but sometimes there is a difference in the date on the statement and on your thing based on when the check actually cleared and stuff. But since there is a $19.50 charge on the bank statement, then you do not have to add it. So now we have a $9 charge. Okay, go ahead and down here, there's nothing about a $9 charge, but it does have this little check mark, so we don't have to do anything with it. We don't have to include it because it's got the check mark. So what you're checking is if it has a check mark, then you don't have to add it, and if it doesn't have a check mark but it's listed on the statement, then you don't have to add it. So all the ones with check marks you can go ahead and mark off. You don't have to add them. Okay, and then anything that's listed on the statement. So this 1950 was listed on the statement. We're good. Okay, this one I'm going to go ahead and mark it off for next time. It has the check mark. We're good. This $18 looks like it's not on here anywhere. Nothing for $18. So we do have to add it to the outstanding withdrawals because it's not listed on here. Okay, so I'm going to go and circle it. $46.50. Check and see if it's down here. It is listed, so we can go ahead and mark it out. We don't have to add it to the outstanding withdrawals. $74.64 is down here. Okay, so we don't have to do that one. $158.08 is listed down here, so we do not have to do it. $29.10 is not listed down here, and it does not have a check mark, so we have to add it to the outstanding withdrawals. And then this $15 charge is not listed down there, and it doesn't have a check mark, so we have to add this $15 to the outstanding withdrawals. And then if we go ahead and actually add those together, we get a total of $112.10. So now we have to take the outstanding deposits. So the deposits that aren't listed on the statement or have not cleared. Okay, so again, I already marked off this one because it had a check mark. No other deposits over here. So again, we're looking at deposits instead of the withdrawals. So we're going to be looking at this column over here. $35. Let's check and see. Deposit of $35 is listed down here, so we don't have to count it. $100. Deposit of $100 is already listed, so we don't have to count it. But we have this deposit of $125 that is not listed anywhere down here. So we have this $125 deposit, which I could total all this up, which is just one, so we're done. Now, once you've taken the added together all the outstanding withdrawals and all the outstanding deposits, so again, if it does not have a check mark and is not on the statement, then it's added to these. Okay, so now in order to actually balance the checkbook, we're going to, we're going to take this end balance that we have on the statement, okay? We're going to add the outstanding deposits because that's the money you've added onto the account, and then we're going to subtract the outstanding withdrawals because withdrawals is taking money out of the account, okay? And what that's going to give us is a revised statement balance. Okay, so we're going to find the end balance. Okay, it actually tells you right here, starting balance is this one. Ending balance, we have $628.23. So we have $628.23. We're going to add the deposit total, so this $125 is all we had. Okay, and then we're going to subtract this withdrawal total, so we're going to subtract this $112.10. Okay, and if we type that all in a calculator, that's going to give us $641.13. Okay, so that's going to be the revised statement balance. And we're trying to make sure that our revised statement balance is equal to the check register balance. So on our check register, at the very bottom, our balance is going to be this. This is our balance at the end of this period. We have $641.13. Here we have $641.13. And so because those two match, our revised statement balance is the same as this check register balance. Our checkbook is balanced. We're done. So I want you to answer understanding check 1 on your own sometime. Let's look at example 2. So this one actually says to use algebraic formulas and statements to model the check register balancing. So I'll go through this with you. So we have to have a statement ending balance. I'll just go through the different things that we need, the different values in order to balance a checkbook. We have to have the total outstanding deposits. We have to have the total outstanding withdrawals. So again, these are the ones that aren't listed on the bank statement. We have to have the revised statement balance, which is what we get using these three numbers. And then we also have to have the check register balance. So let's go ahead and just label these A, B, C, D, and E. That's a horrible E. A, B, C, D, and E. So we, like I said, we find the revised statement balance. So we find D using the statement ending balance, the outstanding deposits and the outstanding withdrawals. So in order to do it, you can see up here, we took the ending balance, we added the deposits. So we'll take the ending balance, so we'll take A is the ending balance, we'll add, like it says, we'll add the deposits and subtract the withdrawals. Add the deposits, so plus B minus C, because C is the withdrawals. And that gives us the revised statement balance. So in order to get the revised statement balance, we take the statement ending balance, we add the number of deposits, and we add, or the amount of deposits we have, and then we subtract the withdrawals that we have. Okay? And then in order to actually determine whether or not our account is balanced, we compare the revised statement balance with the check register balance, and if this revised statement balance, so D, is equal to the register balance, then the statement is reconciled, or the account is balanced. Okay, I'll go ahead and go through understanding check 2 with you. So if Nancy has a balance of $1,000.78 in her check register, so that's her check register balance, the balance on her bank account statement is $885.84. Okay, so we're going to start with this number, $885.84. Okay, not reported on her bank statement. Okay, so these are the outstanding deposits and withdrawals. Or we have the outstanding deposits. We can see deposits of $575, okay, and $250. So we'll go ahead and add those together. We're going to get $825 as their outstanding deposits, and 2 checks. So the outstanding checks are withdrawals. Okay, are going to be this $195 and this $437.84. Okay, so those are the ones not mentioned on the balance. So these are the ones that need to be added together for the outstanding ones. So we'll get $632.84. So balance on our bank statement is this much, so that's going to be the ending balance. Again, we're going to add, you can see we added B here, so add the deposits. So we're going to take a plus sign and add this $825. Okay, and then we're going to subtract C, which is the withdrawals. So we're going to subtract this number. So we'll take minus this $632.84. Okay, if we do this, we're going to get $10.78. Okay, which is her check register balance. Since these two are the same, we can say yes, her checking account does balance, because her check register balance is the same as her revised statement balance, which is what we got right here. And then lastly, we're going to look at this. So I need you to go ahead and open the Google Sheets that you got. Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and change it to a light theme so I can see it better. And we're going to fill in these blanks. So I don't have the question on the screen, but I have it right next to me. And it says Marina and Brian have a joint checking account. They have a balance of $3,839.25. Okay, in the check register. So the check register balance we've already got written here. Okay, the balance on the bank statement. Okay, so the bank ending balance is $3,450.10. Not reported on the statement, okay, are deposits. We're going to be looking at the outstanding deposits of $2,000. So we would actually have to type in $2,000 here, okay. We have the $135.67 is already on there. So we'll go ahead and do $2,000 for that one. We have the $135.67 already. We have the $254.77 and $188.76. Okay. And then it says for checks that aren't listed yet, we have this $567.89, $23.83. We have one for $589.33. And then we have this $1,000 one. Okay? So we're going to go through and actually fill in the other blanks. So the total, we can go ahead and say, type it in like this. We're going to put that it's the sum of these four. Okay? So we're just summing these numbers together. If you put equals sum and then you select the ones you're wanting, it'll add them all together. Okay. And so you close it up and it'll add them together. So again, we're just going to add these four numbers together. Again, I'm going to push equals sum, and then we're just going to select these four. Okay. And again, because I'm on the tablet, it's a little more difficult. But it's just going to add those numbers together. Again, if you're doing it on the computer, it's much easier. You can type those numbers in the calculator if you want to, if you think it'll be easier as well. Okay? So now, in order to determine the revised statement balance, we are going to take the statement ending balance. So in this, we're going to take the statement ending balance. So we're going to take that number. Okay. We're going to add to that the number of outstanding deposits. So add that, the number of outstanding deposits. So the total of that. Okay. You're going to subtract the number, or the total outstanding withdrawals. So we'll subtract that total. Okay. And that's going to give us this number. And then it's going to ask you, is the statement reconciled? And if you read the problem, it looks like it should be. Let me look through this. Yeah, this one's added wrong. Okay. So, looks like these ones didn't work right because I am on the tablet. So again, you can either type in these numbers on your own, or you can do the sum, which because I am on a tablet, it messes it up a little bit. So again, we're just going to sum up these four. And again, you have to end it with close parentheses. Okay. So now we are adding these numbers together to get that number, adding these numbers together to get that number. Then on this one, we're going to take the ending balance, and we are going to add to that the deposits and subtract the checks. So I'm going to check over it again. So we're going to take that the ending balance, we're going to add the deposits and subtract this check, and it's giving us $348.25. So the answer is no. This is not reconciled, because if you go through here, that is not the same as the check register balance. So I just need you to fill them all in, and the answer is no. So I knew the answer was no, but I also knew that I was getting the wrong answer here. So again, you just add all of these up, to get that one. And then you take the ending balance, you add the deposits, and you subtract the withdrawals in order to get the revised statement balance. And because the revised statement balance is not the same as the check register balance, then that means that this statement is not reconciled, or the checking account is not balanced. So let me know if you guys have any questions on this, and hope this helped. Go ahead and try the practice problems. Let me know if you have any questions on those, or if you have any problems. They're a little easier than these ones, I think. And again, sometimes the answer is going to be no, because banks do make mistakes. And so some of the ones on the practice problems are going to be no. So it's okay if you don't get the exact same number. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.